Hey Sagittarius, I hope all is well with you. Welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and shuffle some cards and see what we get for you. Please be reminded, not every reading will be for you. Only take the messages that resonate. Leave what does not resonate for someone else. I could be picking up on your energy. I could be picking up on the energy of something or someone around you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Please remember, if this is not your reading, you can come back next time. Leave it for somebody else. Use your discernment when you are watching tarot readings. Thank you so very much for your love and your support that you give to the channel and to me. It goes a very long way and I appreciate you greatly. Let's go ahead and get into this. Messages for Sag. Only take the messages that resonate. I think I already said that though, right? We have the Tower in the reverse. The Seven of Wands. I'm hearing just at the nick of time, or just in the nick of time. Some of you have got out of something. This could be some sort of contract that you could have been investing in. There could have been money involved in this contract here. This could have involved some sort of contract. This could be, for some of you, this is even a marriage. What's the Seven of Wands? Ace of Cups in the reverse. Justice in the upright. Definitely could be marriage. It's giving marriage for some of you. Commitment with the Devil. You may be going through some sort of battle with somebody. Somebody could be fighting with you regarding assets, or you wanting to protect yourself or guard something. Protect money for some of you. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Interesting. I keep getting Leo and Libra from yesterday. Leo, Libra. There's a Leo and Libra coupling somewhere that could be going through something. There's a lot more to find out about a situation. And I feel like there's a situation where you could be going through something where you're disconnecting, or you are parting ways with a specific place, a person that you could have been very connected to. This definitely could be marriage for a lot of you. There's intertwining of finances for a lot of you here. And there's love loss that has been had. There's love lost here between two people. You also may be wanting to kind of save to avoid something here. This could be that, you know, you want to get out while the going is good, like while you still can. For some of you, you're withdrawing your investment in some way, shape or form before it gets any worse, is kind of what I'm getting. You're going to find out more information that you do not know yet. This could be some sort of communication that's coming to you about a fire sign, which is going to confirm some sort of suspicion that you may have had about a specific person that you could have been dealing with, Sagittarius. Eight of Cups. Something's about to be cleared up for you, which is going to make it a lot more smooth for you to transition into some sort of new beginning. For some of you, you could be finding out that somebody has a new relationship here. This could be a Gemini or a Sagittarius like you. For some of you, you found out that somebody's committing to someone else and it's leading to you disconnecting from someone. There could have been an overlap. Someone could have been cheating on you, Sagittarius, and it's come out. And this is going to make for some sort of messy divorce or messy separation. You could be going through this at the moment. I see an energy of you getting your finances in order as well. Some of you could be working on building yourself up at this time to avoid some sort of shortfall. Some of you may anticipate some sort of loss that could be happening as a result of a disconnect or you having to leave. So it's like you're getting your ducks in a row. I get someone preparing themselves for a different circumstance. And with the Ten of Swords being here, there's definitely betrayal here, possibly pain that you're walking away from. But it's almost like, it's like the energy of, I've got so much to do that I'm not even feeling those feels right now. Five of Swords in the reverse. I'm not about to sabotage getting myself in a good place or on a good footing to move forward. It's like someone's in pain, but they're having to kind of sift through, grit their teeth, and kind of get their ducks in a row. It's like, I need to do these fundamental things, and then I'm going to have the downtime to be able to process what's going on. I feel like this could be happening pretty abruptly, but it's almost like you sense an urgency to kind of get things in order, especially where it comes to finances. And if you had shared finances with someone, and they could be going elsewhere to have another relationship, or they could have been cheating here. Seven of Swords. Yeah, somebody could have been lying about having love for you, the reason as to why they were with you. Someone has been deceived, and I feel like this is you, Sagittarius, that has been deceived. You're about to figure out, or you're about to find out fully, the reasons as to why somebody's been very standoffish with you, possibly putting you at arm's length, blocking you, closing off to you. And it's because of another connection that this person has. Apologies if this is your reading, but I feel like a lot of you know about this. And it's like, right, I now know that I need to protect myself from said person, whoever this is. For some of you, it could be an earth sign. Now let me get my stuff in order. Yeah, the 10 of coins. For some of you, there's assets involved, definitely. There's marriage. There's a lot that's intertwined in a connection. There's a lot that you need to manage. You could be very busy right now. You could be moving as well, or you're thinking about where you're going to be moving, how you're going to be setting up a new home here as well. For some of you, oh dear. Wow. That could stress you out. You could have anxiety about moving. Oh, so many cards fell. Goodness. Okay, we're not going to use that deck anymore. I feel like that's a sign to move to a different deck. What's going to happen with this person here? Emperor in the reverse. Two of Cups. Yeah, there's somebody here who has been pulling the wool over your eyes, and the jig is up. If they were playing games in the past, it's almost like, well, everything's out of the bag. Everybody can see clearly what the situation is. And I feel like you were dealing with somebody who tried to hide this from you. You could feel like somebody didn't take your feelings into consideration. They definitely had someone else. There's two connections here. There's a Two of Cups and a Lovers. So put yourself where you go. But I feel like somebody has moved on pretty quickly. And it's like it's coming to the surface that somebody always had another connection on the side. So it conveniently looks like somebody's met someone pretty quickly after disconnecting from you. Especially if this is a marriage, that this person was already in the picture. What I will say, if you do have children with this person, if you have assets tied up in a connection, if there's some sort of marriage here or a commitment, and I feel like this is two people that's heavily intertwined, you've built some sort of foundation with a person, especially if you do have a family with this person, children. I do feel like eventually down the line, this is not going to happen now for a lot of you, and by which time you possibly will have moved forward. Especially if this is very raw and things are still very up in the air, only take what resonates. But I do see kind of like a regret energy and someone possibly wanting to resurrect something with you, at least kind of get on a good footing for family, the dynamic. If you do have children or there's mutual family involved here, there's some sort of coming together or remorse that this person's going to be expressing to you after the fact, after lying, possibly cheating for a lot of you, I see, definitely, but possibly claiming to have more feelings for you than what they actually did. I feel like somebody was lying about their feelings and why they were connected to you. And this could be someone who in the future will definitely come in to fix something, even if it is just to be cordial for family's sake, is more so what I see. You were married to someone. King of Pentacles is here twice. This could have something to do with an earth sign. There's a contract that's coming to an end and two people are parting ways. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. If you are worried about your finances after a disconnect or a marriage coming to an end, I do feel like you're going to find yourself on your feet. I feel like this person has done wrong by deceiving you, especially where it comes to there being another person already in the picture. And conveniently, you're going to find out that someone was seeing someone else, or someone has got someone else, and it's going to seem very quick, but I feel like the information that you're about to find out here, for a lot of you, you haven't found this out yet completely because you're still going through some sort of legal proceedings with this person, possibly a divorce, a splitting of assets, possibly custody negotiations as well, if there is family involved here. You're going to find out that somebody was already seeing someone else, hence the standoffish energy, hence the guard up that they had with you. It's going to make sense why this person was very cold with you, potentially here, for a lot of you. I see you being okay, because I see a lot of you possibly working very hard to get yourself into a position where you're able to be independent from someone, especially if you have been working with combined finances. You know, you pay this, they pay this. There's some sort of go-between where it comes to money and finances and looking after potentially a home, upkeep of a family, bills. You know, you've possibly been paying bills with this person, you know, upkeeping some sort of household with this person, and that is about to be coming to an end. Therefore, it's like you're negotiating how you're about to be independent and be able to manage by yourself, especially if you are becoming a single parent, predominantly primarily in charge of things and a household and a child, or a person who is being put into a situation where you do need to co-parent. Take those dynamics, how it resonates, however you want to kind of word it, depends on the situation that you're in. I do feel like somebody was being deceptive with you here. We're going to get you another spread. My thoughts are with you, Sagittarius, if that did resonate. But I do see you being okay. That's the thing. I feel like there's so much that you've got to do that it's almost like it's overshadowing the hurt and the pain and the betrayal at the moment. What I will advise you, though, if that does resonate with you, allow the feels to do what it does. Part of the healing process is actually feeling the burn. And a lot of people don't like to feel the burn. They like to distract themselves, only to realize that down the line they're still holding on to that in future relationships. You know, they're not releasing anything. They're not releasing that pain. They're not, you know, dealing with that pain. They're kind of like swallowing it down, and therefore it's going to create issues in the future for you if you don't ever get to grieve, if you like, from a betrayal or a heartbreak. The grieving process is extremely important when you are healing, you know, in the right way. And a lot of people don't realize that if you've been there, or, you know, if you get it, then you would understand that even if a person is still walking amongst us in the 3D, you can still be grieving someone, okay? Something or someone. People grieve jobs. People grieve lifestyles. People grieve, you know, past things that they used to do. People grieve people that are still walking among us, i.e. in the form of exes and relationships. Be patient with yourself. Do give yourself time to feel after you've kind of tied up what you need to tie up, because for a lot of you, you are in the process of disconnecting, and it's almost like maybe you haven't had time to sit with those feelings. You haven't had time to process that betrayal properly. Do make time for that in the future. And I'm not saying, okay, you need to have a big thing where you reserve, okay, now is the time that I'm going to be sad. That's not really what I'm saying. Make sure you do process how you feel. Possibly therapy, talking to people that you trust. That will be really, really beneficial. Absolutely, after you've got what you need to get in order. Because I feel like someone's in the process of splitting things, getting ducks in a row, organising. I think you know where I'm coming from. What else does Sagittarius need to be aware of? See if we can get you some different energy. If that did not resonate, or Any other messages for Sag? High Priestess. Temperance in the reverse. You feel uneasy. Some of you are feeling like something's off, and it's your intuition that's telling you something. There's something about you not being able to rest. This is like a reoccurring thought that you could be having. The Temperance is here. That's your energy. You may be feeling off balance because something isn't right, and you feel it, you smell it, you know it. Your spirit's telling you, and you can't quite put a finger on it. Something like that. Or you're questioning. What's the Temperance in the reverse? Hierophant. The Knight of Wands. Some of you are wondering if a partner's cheating on you. For some of you, it's another fire sign. The Sun in the reverse could be a Leo specifically. What's the High Priestess? Some of you are getting a reading on this person. Three of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. For those of you, only take what resonates. For those of you who are getting a reading, or you feel inclined or drawn to get a reading because your intuition's telling you something, you can't rest at the moment. You possibly are finding it very difficult to concentrate, and it's because something is being shown to you and it's like you need clarification. Some of you are getting a reading, or you're going to be doing that here to clarify your suspicion regarding a fire sign. Potentially could be a Pisces as well, and that would be true. For some of you, this could have something to do with a family member, but for some of you, this could be whether someone's cheating or stepping out of a marriage or a commitment, what someone's been investing their time into, especially if this person's been very inconsistent with you. It's going to confirm your suspicions. Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, that someone's been lying. Someone's about to get some confirmation. And if this is not a reading, this could be that you have a dream. You're going to see something. And it's going to be like, there's too many synchronicities for me not to take notice. Call me crazy. Call me back crap crazy, but I know what is being shown to me. Growing up, I remember that there's certain members of my family that used to have dreams. And they could usually predict and tell what things would happen, or if someone's pregnant in the family. There was a specific dream that my grandma used to have, and a couple of other family members who are known to kind of they foresee things, they do foresee things. And I remember being younger and thinking, wow, is that really a thing? And I always remember my grandmother, God rest her soul, she had a dream book, and whenever there was a dream that we needed to explain or whatever, we used to go to her, and there was this big dream book that she used to proper dissect. You was able to dissect your dreams through this dream book, and I was always fascinated by how people could tell. And it was proven a number of times that she dreamed correctly, and she was able to predict certain things, certain events that happen. And it's quite spooky, but it was a thing. And some people might call that crazy. Me as an adult now, that is no way crazy. Listen to your dreams. You might find benefit in doing a dream journal, putting a notepad beside your bed. If you dream of something, write things down, take notes, see a synchronicity, have a certain specific conversation within a store with a random stranger. Nothing is by accident. Join the dots, and you will be fascinated. And I feel like a lot of you are about to be something's about to be proven to you, that your intuition is a thing. Some of you could be realizing that you're actually very tapped in, and it may be a shock to a lot of you, because I feel like there's an uncomfortability about this realization that you are having. And you would be right. And I feel like your dreams, your intuition combined is actually telling you about some deception that you have already anticipated, or you thought already. This is something that you already feel. And that uncomfortable feeling that you're feeling is your intuition that's telling you this about this person. Let's see if we can get some clarification over what that specifically is. King of Swords. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Don't take this if it doesn't resonate. Someone could be attracted to the same sex who you've been dealing with. This could be a masculine that's into masculines, and they lie about that. They cover it up. They have secrets regarding their sexuality. Six of Wands in the reverse. Empress. The Fool. This is very specific. If you have the Devil, yeah. Now, not everybody's going to have children, so that eliminates some people from this. But hear me out. There's an energy of someone having a child and thinking that that is going to fix something that's a little bit more deeper than that. You hear a lot about stories, and I'm not saying everybody's like this and it goes this way for everybody. Use your own discernment, your own judgment. Everybody's going to have their own opinion about this. But there are people who really model a way of living, especially if this is a masculine. I feel like there's a masculine here who is really trying to hide a part of himself. And this could be a masculine that's gone ahead and had a child, whether this is a child with you or a child elsewhere. Or this is what is gonna happen after you disconnect or after you find out something. Could even be finding out about a secret pregnancy that somebody was foolish, and this could have resulted in some sort of pregnancy. But I feel like the problem is, and I say problem, and the only reason why I call it a problem is because this person's needs to cover it up. That's where it becomes a problem. Being bisexual isn't a problem. You know, being gay isn't a problem. Embrace who you are. If it's who you are, it's who you are. What is a problem is when we don't tell all parties what people have got going on. That's when it becomes a problem, because then you're putting other people at risk. Then you're omitting truths to people to make decisions as to whether to deal with you or not. So just watch who you're dealing with. And for a lot of you, you could have already have had this thought about this person. If you do have a child with someone, or you're going to hear about some sort of pop-up pregnancy, this could be somebody's way of trying to, in their head, erase, and I hate to say this because I'm very much a person who is, you live in your truth, and for some people it's a very hard thing. There's family, there's opinions that you need to kind of like have courage to kind of come out to certain people and all of that. But there could be some sort of stigma that somebody attaches to being gay or bi, and I feel like somebody has made a move to kind of live a very masculine life. And when I say masculine, not to say gay people can't be masculine, because there are gay masculines. Masculine meaning you are living as a heterosexual male. That's more so where I'm going with this. And they are not that way. And they're trying to force some sort of lifestyle to make it seem as though they are, in their head, living by society's heterosexual ideal. because I feel like there's some sort of stigma or shame that this person feels about what they desire. I've been very careful with how I've worded that, so hopefully I don't offend anybody, but you know, you be who you are, and I feel like someone's not ready to be who they are. That's for some of you. That's for some of you. If you already dealt with someone, and this could be a totally separate thing here, but this could be definitely your intuition telling you about someone here. If you've already dealt with somebody and there has been a disconnect, this could be what you're about to hear is going to happen. They've had a child now. You may have had your suspicions that they go both ways. They could have even have confided in you with this, but they're ashamed of this about themselves. Strength card, yeah. Someone is holding a secret. The Lovers is in the reverse because they feel like what they like or what they desire, what they're into, wouldn't be received in their world as being okay. This person could come from a very strict household. 8 of Wands. Strict upbringing, family values, could be culture here. Anything else Sag needs to know? 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Going back to this energy up here, some of you have got new love coming in. If you are getting some sort of prophetic message, you know, someone's going to tell you something, there's going to be a message in your dream. I'm really feeling that strongly for someone's dream. It sounds crazy, but it isn't. If you get it, you get it. There's going to be a disappointment here. I feel like you're going to have something confirmed for you, and it's going to definitely put you in a state of being sad, but it's also going to be presenting yourself with a fresh, clean slate. And I feel like there, if you guys are wanting new love, I do feel like it's on the horizon for you. I feel like you will be immersing yourself in healing. I feel like you're going to be okay. Your heart will heal, I feel to say to you. You could have strong Pisces in your chart, Hermit and the 5 of Swords. This is the universe. That, you know, some situations that just change you forever. You know, Judgment is in the reverse. Certain decisions that we make really mold where we go and the journey that we go. Certain people that we kind of meet along the way really molds where we're going. And I just get a strong sense of this is really the universe's way of pushing you into some sort of ascension and healing, as painful as what that is going to be for you. There's an energy here of you really being pushed to the limit to really go within. The 5 of Swords is here right after that 6 of Swords, to really go within and fill you back up again. And I feel like this is spiritual. I feel like this is very, very spiritual. You could be psychic, and you could be very, very connected to the divine, and you haven't even discovered it yet. Someone is a lot more tapped in than what they feel, and they feel uncomfortable for a reason. This is giving like ascension symptoms, like they feel off. You feel off because something's going on and you haven't quite diagnosed what it is. But the diagnosis could be nothing that is medical. It could be spiritual for a lot of you. Ask cards. Eight of Cups. Emperor. Something is about to change you in the most miraculous but in the most beautiful way. Sorry, my chair. In the most miraculous but in the most beautiful way. You are about to walk into really owning the next phase of your life. I see a glow up for a lot of you. This is more than just, you know, okay, yeah, you're doing well financially. This could be that you're bossing up. This could definitely be that you are attaining a new level of status. But more so than that, I feel like there's a transformation that's about to happen within you. And I feel like this is heavily spiritual energy, spiritually led. And I feel like you're walking into a phase where you're about to step into new. I don't even think you realize how much this experience or whatever it is that you're walking away from is about to mold you into the next version of you. I see you totally metamorphosizing, and I feel like it has something to do with you discovering a lot about yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is very much giving like some sort of self-discovery through something that's happened. This could be that a lot of you have gone through something here where it's pushed you to be a totally different version, but in the most beautiful way. Painful, but beautiful. It's bittersweet from what I'm seeing. You're about to be pushed into some sort of growth, and it's going to look good on you when you come out of the other side. The Tower, absolutely. Total overhaul of everything. King of Wands is here. You're transforming. There could be a few stages that you're going to be going through to get to this level of being the Emperor. Your mindset, you know, how you view life, your status, you know, a lot of success could be opening up for you because of this transformation. So with pain, with transformation, is about to come something that is going to be very eye-opening for you, possibly not the most comfortable. Someone's about to potentially move into an energy of a lot of change, and that's not going to be comfortable. Something's being shattered, something's being brought down, so a new version of you can emerge. And I feel like something specific has triggered this. I just heard it's a very interesting thing to ask people, and it's a very personal thing. No one's obligated to answer at all. To ask individual people, your spiritual path, what triggered that, or what was the catalyst, shall I say, for you to be where you are today. And I'm sure everybody has a very different answer, but it's a very profound answer to them. It's something that means a lot to them. And that's what someone's about to go through. Something's about to be your catalyst in a very big way. Sagittarius, that was very deep. If you like how I read, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, sending you love and light. I will see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. Mwah.